comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Don't expect me to be round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Well-timed command throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Knockdown.
How's this?
Oh, whiffs the grab. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Takes a trip. Feeling out the spacing.
Too much fun.
Nice Manish Dore. Getting those throws all pumped up. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Grabs them. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate the block. In there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Reacts fast enough to get the counter. Jumps up. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 will need to play brushes that off and keep going. Low heavy, but no go. One leg is on fire now. Look at the damage. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A lot of pressure building up. The low kick hits. Punish counter on the action. What's next? Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Turns out, nothing stops this train. Player 2 is in burnout state. The low kick hits. Oh, the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. The low swap. Impact squat. Amazing. Glides up. Who will set the bait at this range? What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. From upstairs. The jump in catches them. Reads them. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. The pressure is so intense here. Oh, how did they spot that? Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. From low heavy to a parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Guts, get ready to be thrown to the side. They were right to be on guard there. Matt, you need guts to pull that off. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Not shy with the grab. Gets the jump in. Low kicks are a no-go. Oh, whiffs the grab. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Whiffs the throw. Nice Manish Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. Blocks the low heavy. Oh, with the throw. Throws him. What's next? Big low reaching heavy. Not shy with the grab. Takes a trip. Goes to the overdrive. Fights out of the corner. Burnout activates. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this. Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Jumps? Who's going to start things off? The low doesn't connect. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. The grab misses. Decides to meet them in the air. Both fighters planning something? Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Ready to wreck that life bar. The fear of being thrown is there, so they've got to take advantage. Time to reassess the situation? Out of range. Relatively safe. Jumps? Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Base out the low kick. No! You need guts to pull that off. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Nowhere to run.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 chases them down. Side switch in the corner. Going in. They need to rely on their KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goal starts to pry them open. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the hit them with a stopping bomb. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Anthony! Knockdown and from low heavy. Throws a fireball. The low kick hits. A super heart goes for the Sakai Fuhazan. Vintage jury. Are we gonna see wraps it up with a throw? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Closes in the low. Buffs up. Both players look for some. Uses their drive game. Right cruising from above. Shifu Jinrai doing the business. Player 2 is there's the burnout. Cross that off. Player 1 still has a chance. Oh, yo! Super here. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Great job in escaping that point of pressure and moving back to center stage. Player 2 can't use Toshigeki to the face. The drive gauge is over. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Lots of aggression from both sides. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Checks him with a projectile. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. The pressure is so intense. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, sucks to pry them open. Big, low, reaching heavy. Scrapping it out up close. Denies the jump in. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Jumps in. Uses the gauge for a super arc. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Both absolutely refusing to give up. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Life lead overhead at medium kick. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a chance with that jump in. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 1 chases them down. Gets the knockdown and now throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Stops the attack by using the charges forward. Big counter. Knockdown. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants. It's going on the offensive. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. What'll happen here? Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Knockdown below heavy connected? Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Come on. I'm number 1. Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. The low doesn't connect. Fires off in overdrive. Very solid corner switch. Big low reaching heavy. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Taking stock. Next hit will end the round. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Jumps in. Very solid corner switch. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 can build off this lead. Going in. Smart play with the throw. No knockdown of the low heavy is blocked. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Anything off the smash? Both fighters planning something? Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Charges forward. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like hits the drive. Jumps up. Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player drives and back misses. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Crowns them from above. Low heavy. Both are ready to block super hard incoming. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps in. Hundred hand slap. The jumping is denied. Uses a drive parry against the attack. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Try some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Throws them to start the corner pressure. The low doesn't connect. Very solid corner switch. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Neither of them willing to back off here. Pokes with a medium kick. Going in. Barely blocks the jump in. Player one with experiencing burnout. Charges forward. Both fighters planning something? Player one in dire straits with burnout. Smart play with the throw. Gotta be careful not to whip at this overhead. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Are we gonna see a raw critical? What's gonna happen? Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Man, they gotta dig down deep here. What are you jumping in for? Player one was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets right in there. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Gets a chance with that jump. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. A little too greedy there. Gets the jump in. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Takes a trip. Player two, a throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Butt smash! How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Checks with a medium kick. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Underhand slap. Player one will look to a pit zone with a stopping block. Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Burnout activates. Both fight. Ooh, what a smart throw. Risky up close scraps to KO. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
The pleasure is mine.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. The low kick connects. Gets the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Nice manejadore. Getting those throws all pumped up. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Parries the attack. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Long Quan takes them off their feet. Misses the drive impact. You do not want to whip an impact. Safely increases their throw level. Sure you can. Knockdown and hits them with a stop and pop. Manes Guare for the long game return. Sliding in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? The low kick hits. This unleashes some big damage. Flatline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Whips with that huge attack. No more drive gauge. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. All right. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout stage. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Not shy with the grab. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? All right, what's coming up next? This is gonna be bad news. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. The low heavy connected? Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Flashes him. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Hit them with a stopping pop. Ooh, those bumped up throws are really hitting hard now. A quick breather. Max SAG bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. These throws are lethal. They're going for the super art. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They must have a knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Oh, the throw connects. The low kick hits. Low heavy. Ooh, the drive impact hit for a punish. One leg is on. You need guts to pull that off. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Who's going to steal this win? Brushes that off and keeps going. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Ooh, those buffed up throws are really getting hard now. Player 2 has got to work some magic with this limited drive. There's a drive impact. Hugs nothing but air. Burns out. Amazing. A real test of they're just going to go for it with this super. A projectile to say, get off of it! Big time whip! Grabs him! I can't... Ooh, crushes the shin! They didn't take the throw! Player 2 has got to be doing good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Gets him. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shin-right kick for a mix-up. Risky. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. A super art? That's not gonna hit. Goes to the air. Throws him. Gets the back throw to turn things around. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
Dragon starts things off with a jump. What's this Shinjuhado gonna do? The last round. It's now or never. Medium kick hits. Nothing stops this train. Jump. Getting up close and personal. Escapes the corner. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player 2 sees the overhead coming. Excellent read. The low. What connects with the throw? Oh, he throws that off. Player 2 is looking at it. The low kick hits. What's this Shinjuhado gonna do? Okay, here we go. What are they gonna do? No heavy. What will be the follow-up here? Up and over. The next touch may decide this round. Answers with a fireball. They are taking. Are you kidding me? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This is gonna hurt. The low. A trade, but they're not worried. Scrapping it out up close. Throws them to negate the block. Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Everything up adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Pops him with a shoryu. Going on the offensive. Whiffs with that huge attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Throw connects and does big damage. Jump. The low kick hits. They're going for the super art. Still slugging it up. This is gonna hurt. Okay, here we go. Nice fire. The jump in is rejected. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight round. Fight.
Starts things off with a jump in. Final sets up with the jump in. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Anti-air in the clutch. Both stop curls them from above. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art ready. Ooh, what a smart throw. I can't believe who were they swinging at? Are you kidding me? Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. This unleashes some big damage. Big opportunity coming. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. The low heavy hits. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Neither of them willing to back off here. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Going in, KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Impact's a no-go. Jumps. Fires off and Shinku Hadouken. How will this impact things? Big opportunity coming. A quick breather. Risky up-close scrap still going. Shinku Hadouken. Going in. Sets up with the jump in. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. What's next? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Drops them. What's this Shinku Hadouken? What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Hope you're ready.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Checks them with the project, closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. A brave forward jump there to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure. A super art? That's not gonna hit. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Going in, the path to a win looks very... And eats it! They're going for the super art? Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move! There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Player 2...
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Come on.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player two chases them down. This is going to hurt. Trips them up. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Had the radar up and running.
You're done.
Tom beats it up with a combo into nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Connects with medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Dashes forward. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Long low attack hits. Smart stuff, poking out that range to zone the opponent. What's going on the offensive? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Sneaks in above. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arch. What'll happen here? The low's blocked. Are we gonna see it experiencing burnout? Turning it right up with the super. Both sides getting ready. Player one can't use any drive-through. Gotta play it safe. Boom! Dangerous range here. Let's loose a boost. This is a critical moment. Blocks the low kick. Amazing. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fist do the talking? Neither of them willing to back off. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Overhead, heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Who's going to start things off? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Not much life left. They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.